Did you realize? Do you guys both realize in the middle of this film that you're working on something extraordinary, or is every film the same?
It's just another job, just a job, punching in that time clock. No.
Not true at all. No,
He's pulling your leg.
I know. You know it's extraordinary. You know really by the writing.
We hoped it was something special as we were doing it. I was hoping. We felt it was a special thing. It was not. You felt something when you were making it that it was going to be.
I felt it before we made it.
Did you?
I felt it when I read the script. It just came off the page, and I literally wept after I was done with the script and found out that was many people's reaction to it, and I thought that's power. That's the seed. That's the core. Is the story.
Tell me what kind of a director Frank Darabont is, because everybody's a little bit different. I assume he's not a chair thrower and a tantrum thrower.
He's a banana
I think
thrower.
he threw a banana once.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
A little too green for him.
Yeah. It was about 3/4 into the shoot, and Frank, I mean, to direct a film, it must be an amazing to hold all that stress. And he got a little upset that somebody brought him a green banana, and he said, "This banana's too green."
And he threw it.
He threw it.
So he has a new reputation now.
The banana thrower. No, Frank does it his way. It's the Frank Sinatra song, "My Way." He really, he knows what he wants. He's a visionary. He's somewhat of a control freak in a good way, because I imagine he has so many forces around him trying to tell him to do it another way, or cut the film, or make it something else. And he held it in his hands, and he carried it through to the film that you saw last night. And so he done good. He's very, at least for me, when we started working, I was a little thrown, because I'm used to just improvising and just jamming in the moment. And I found out very quickly from Frank that no, the words were precious, the pictures were precious. And so I trusted and fell into his lap. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah, you have to give over to that.
Definitely.
He's the boss.
Yeah, it's not easy to do sometimes.
I'm curious, Sam, are you the kind of actor that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when you get into a scene, you know it's really working, do you get lost in the moment?
Oh, yeah, I mean, hopefully you do. You try to. There's always a third eye watching yourself. I mean, I think even when you really feel good, but there is, you try to get lost a little bit, as much as you can, You definitely get narrow-minded. You get set on one focus, and you have to really concentrate. It can be very hard sometimes. It's tunnel vision.
When you look at the film, what pleases you the most?
Oh God, it just feels so classic to me. Like Style Like 17 or One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest or Cool Hand Luke or something. It just has that feel of, maybe this film will be around for a while.
Oh yeah. I mean, I see 350 films a year, and I probably don't have questions good enough for the film, because it's so.
God, that's so.
There's a lot of different things going on. It has a lot of statements to say that are around about faith, and they're a little ambiguous, which I like, but they're real powerful. There's a little bit of magic and a little bit of faith, all intertwined. In movies that usually do that, dumb down to the audience, where this one smartens up.
Oh, I'm glad you got that. I'm glad you got that reaction.
Does it make statements about faith or truth to you at all?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What does it say?
And grappling with right and wrong. Tom Hanks's character is grappling with a decision he has to make, and he has to live with it for the rest of his life. And aren't we all faced with decisions like that in our lives? And our action equals consequence, So there's a lot of things swirling around in this movie. It's kind of hard to nail down, which I love. You can't really put this movie in a box.